Good evening, my friends. How's everybody doing tonight? This is Ricardo Benitez over here in Southern California, in the beautiful San Fernando Valley. Welcome tonight. It's a program that will make campaign to community come together and elect the candidate you are looking for a very long time. My name is Ricardo Benitez. I'm a candidate for the State Assembly representing the 39 district over here in Northeast San Fernando Valley. I hope that this Saturday is very good for all of you and having a good time and enjoying the evening since so many people tonight go to dance, go to dinner, go to movies, go to whatever they got planned for. So my wishes are that you have a good time and enjoy it every moment of your staying in one of those places. But going to the campaign issue again, this March 3rd is election time, and we need to go to vote for all of those who send you ballot by mail. I hope you are doing it now, and I hope that you saw my name on the ballot and vote for me, since it's necessary to do the changings in California and in the District 39. Hoping that this time we can make the difference and we decide to change, probably not political association, but political understanding, which means the issues that has been in need to be straight up, with Ricardo Benitez as an elected official, we can find a solution. And that's why I'm inviting you this March 3rd to go to the polling place, those who didn't send the ballot by mail, to vote and find my name over there. We have several issues in the District 39 that people has been requesting for a long time and has not been paying attention. I pay attention when I was in the assembly, but unfortunately the time ended for us and we couldn't continue. But now it's about time that we restart those cases where we left open over there in Sacramento to make the fixing needed in my District 39, such are the sound wall over there in Lakeview Terrace is needed. We found that the sound wall has been approved. That was 2014 that we started talking about those, and I found out that that was approved. And the thing is that elected officials at this time, they promised also the same thing, but they have done nothing to find a solution for those people in need to build a sound wall. And we need to take care of that. So we need to find the money for that, that the money has been hiding somewhere over there, but the elected officials, they don't want to work for the community, they want to work for the government. And when the people work with the government, the community is forgotten. So we need to start doing that. So in order to we can find the problem and solution for the need of the sound wall in the 210 freeway, we need to come out and vote for Ricardo Benitez to get elected and start working on those. Other issues. I was in a meeting the other day that they were talking about restraining the Foothill Boulevard to closing some lines, make it shorter, and puts division in between the Foothill Boulevard things that not needed can be find some other solutions, because the situation with Foothill Boulevard, especially over there in Lake Terrace, that we have so many questions. People riding the horses, and especially on Osborne to Christie Avenue, there is no access to the riders go on the boulevard, because the boulevard is very narrow, the sidewalks, and so many horses has been hurt on the straight, I mean, that little section of the boulevard. So we need to find a way to do uh, a horse trail. And I know where the horse trail it is, because we put it into the request when I was working on the assembly. And I know that that can be done. But in order to do that, we need to come out and vote and elect Ricardo Benitez, or me, to represent you and continue working in those issues. Because I want to work for the community. I want to work for the people, because I'm a stakeholder and I live in the community. And I know the needs. So, in order to do that, we need to come out and vote. And I inviting you that this March 3rd, come out, join me in this election, and vote for me, Ricardo Benitez, for the State Assembly. We got the issue for the homelessness. Now, the elected officials has been talking about the homelessness. Homelessness has been there for many years. And only in election time is that they come and do some cleaning, move the homelessness for a place where people can see that they are doing something, because it's election day, election time. But when the election pass, the homeless come back and they never pay attention to the communities again. And we can solve those problems, finding a solution for the homelessness, but the only way to do that is repeal or creating a new legislation to support our brothers and sisters living on the streets, finding a way to survive for those who are capable to go back to work, find a place where they can come back into the society and make them a human again. For those who need mental attention, we can find a rehabilitation centers for them and rehabilitate them, and to bring them again where they need to be in the society. For those who are in other situations that we can help, it's possible to do it, but the only way to finding out is to work and see their needs. But in order to do that, we need to come out and vote. Vote right at this time. Vote for the common sense. We can do things that you cannot believe. This country is basic in second opportunity, sometimes even to the third opportunity. Why not to start working in that and represent these people better? I'm asking you to join me for this March 3rd, for this 2020, to get elected. I've been fighting for you. I've been working for you. I've been trying to get elected to become a representative and give you the representation that you deserve. But the only way doing that is to you come together. There is legislation that we need to fight, like SB 277, the vaccines, the government cannot take responsibilities what vaccines you need kids. Those are the parents that responsibilities, their own responsibilities for that. And we can find that to stop vaccinating people without their consent. But the only way to do that is to come out and vote for Ricardo Benitez for a state assembly and tell you where we can find solution and we can do better. We can fight the AB5, which is damaging the economy from those truck drivers, for those who deliver service driving as a Lyft or Uber. Those people are in danger to get a better benefit from their service because AB5 is taking those abilities and those things that you can be uh, you can be your own business, and but AB5 is making you to work, just work for a salary that you can be your own boss. We can do a lot of things. SB 50 was a legislation was coming out, thank God, that didn't pass. But somehow will come back because Democrats in Sacramento, they are persisting in the things that they want to take advantage of the people, the hardworking people. And the SB 50 will do is to damage the communities where you're living. So with the SB 50 passing, what's going to happen is that inside, next to your house, they can build apartment buildings. And that's not, but thank God didn't pass. So we cannot talk about much about that because didn't pass. So, but I just making you aware that somehow that will come. And the elected official in my district vote in favor of that. Other thing that we need to protect is the Proposition 13. That has been approved for since 78, but Democrats has been trying to destroy the Proposition 13 because they know that with that being destroyed, they can raise taxes in your property. And there is so many people who are very protected under the proposition that are stable with their property, but especially the elders that are retired, that if they lose that right in the Proposition 13, chances are that they're going to lose their property because taxes will be too much, extremely too much, because they will be paying taxes in their property as they are buying now. And those taxes are not good. So, and that's why we have to protect that. And the assembly from member from where I live, from my district, she's in favor of destroying the Proposition 13. Javier Becerra came with the idea that it's for education, and the taxes for education has so much money, so much taxes getting into. I'm in favor of good education, but the idea of destroying the Proposition 13 is not to support education, also is to destroying what you are having, because What they love, the elected official in Sacramento, the Democrats love is taxes, taxes, and taxes. You're paying more taxes than what the product costs. So we need to do something about it. But in order to do that, we need to elect Ricardo Benitez for the state assembly. I don't like taxes. We know we have to pay taxes, but not to the extreme. Because if you pay so much taxes, all the business take off. They leave California. So we need to give them a better break on taxes to keep the businesses over here and employing people. Like that, we cannot survive. Especially the District 39, there is manufacturers over here, but man, we need to find a better tax taxes for these people because it's too much. Most of the people, you come over here in my district, there is a lot of empty buildings. A lot empty building. The businesses has left California for other places. And what happened with those families? They are unemployed. They are living, I don't know. So we need to do something about it. And there is a lot of things that we need to work together. But in order to do that, we need to win this election. We the people, not the government. If the government win the election, you will be under the control of the government, and the government will be charging you too much taxes, too much things that you don't have to be paying, but the government will be charged because they don't care. They just go for your pocket and how much I can take it out of you. But if we win this election, the government will be in the situation that will come to ask us if they're okay. But with something are not okay, with raising taxes for something that is not necessary. Therefore, you need me in office in order to you can stay in California with your businesses and better protected. My friend, thank you very much for joining me tonight. And I hope that we see you on those polling places March 3rd, because it's around the corner. And we need to be ready to get this office and go back to work, because the government is not working for you. The government wants you to pay taxes, and taxes give everything free. And who's paying for free? You, who work hard for those people who doesn't want to work. And it's not fair. So the answer is in your hands. Ricardo Benitez for the State Assembly in the 39th District will be a solution for so many things. Forget about it that they say, oh, because California is blue. Yeah, it's blue because it's deep, deep, deep in the ocean. We need to bring it up to make a different color. Don't believe that that's because they told you California is blue. Comprende? California is a republic. And you know what republic is? Opportunities, better education, better business, better taxes, better everything. You know what a democracy do? More taxes, more slavery, more homelessness, more poor people. But get who get rich because they convince you about the democracy, but they are not poor. They are not sharing with you. Are the elected officials. And whether democracy is socialism, communism, you don't see any socialism people poor. You don't see any communism people poor. But you who live in a community, yes, you are poor. And you saying, oh, let's support democracy. Democracy doesn't function for the people who live in the community. Democracy doesn't work for the people who are living in Pacoima, people who are living in Silmar, people who are living in those communities in my district. Democracy works for the elected officials because they are the one who getting richer. They don't believe in democracy, but they talked about democracy. They believe in capitalism because they know that capitalism is money and democracy is being poor. And you don't see any of those elected officials living in Pacoima. You don't see those elected officials living check by check, eating tacos on the street or eating pupusas. You don't see them because they don't believe in democracy. They believe to give you the idea of the democracy, but they don't share with anybody. If they were sharing everything, bet you don't see Tony Cardenas be around because he's a capitalism guy. He don't believe in democracy. You don't see Nuri Martinez with the community because she don't believe in democracy. She tried to introduce you to democracy because she wants to be rich. And she's millionaire. She got money. So that means she believes in capitalism because they are making money out of the poor people. They are making money out of those people who believe in the democracy. You see, this man who's running for president, Bernie Sanders, he talked about giving everything free. Come on, people, where do you see that? In this beautiful country, you have to work to make yourself beautiful and the country beautiful. You know, he never had a job in his life. He's always been a politician. He don't know anything about cooking a hamburger, boil a beans, plant anything, because he never worked in his life. The only work supposedly he has been having is being a politician. Nancy Pelosi, do you think that she believes in democracy? If she didn't believe in democracy, she should live over here in one of my communities. But you know, she got her personal house, $16 million, $125 million in the bank. Do you think that's a democracy? Come on, man. Let's start thinking about things. That's why I'm asking you to give yourself a chance and give me the chance to represent you. Because we can beautify our District 39. We can put those sound walls over there because I know that there is some money for that. Because that money is for the community, not for the government. And the government doesn't want to spend in my District 39. You pay taxes, and that money what you pay is to fix freeways, roads, and some walls. So, are you ready? Come out and vote this March 3rd for Ricardo Benitez. Thank you, my friends. Hope you have a good night and enjoy the rest of the evening. And tomorrow, Sunday, let's go to church. All right? God bless you, and I'll see you in another time. Ricardo Benitez for State Assembly. 39th District. Bye-bye.